Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in the previous video we've seen how the pole starter rope ripped. So here we have the starter side all disassembled, the case off, and the pole start. So the rope ripped again, and I don't have anything that's available right now. I'll have to go buy a piece of string or rope. So here it's all taken apart. So I was still anxious to actually hear this thing run, so I grabbed me a drill and I'm gonna try to kick this thing over with just a drill, and hopefully we can hear this thing run before I continue doing anything, because I really want to know if this thing runs or has other issues. I'm going to use the drill to start it. So let's see how this is going to work out, and hopefully this will work. See how long my battery will last. So let's go. So there's a decompression on this side right here. So up on top of the head. So put the decompression, makes it a little easier to start. Whoa. Look at that. Started. Without the choke, actually. So the carb and everything was already preset, so I didn't have to adjust anything. So everything actually worked like the guy said when they parked it. So I'm actually really happy. When I cleaned the carb, I put everything back to stock settings. So I ended up taking the front tire off, which is right here. Got the two back tires here. So I need to remove the tires off of those rims and have them powder coated. And same as that one. I just don't have a front tire yet. I'm deciding if I should go with a bigger tire, a much taller tire. Yeah, but I'm super pumped. Look at this thing. Rip. Let's rev it up. Here's the decompression, which makes it easier to start when I pull it over to the 180 degrees. And there's a bunch of trash coming out of that casing where the chain travels. A bunch of acorns or something like that. I guess there was a rat's nest or something in there. So we'll warm this up and we'll change the fluids and put it back together and see how it goes after I get all the wheels and tires put back on there. And when I shift it into gear, let's see what happens. Wow, the transmission works too, so that's awesome. Let's go up, go back to neutral. Wow, I'm just super pumped. This is exciting actually. Dude, guys, the light even works. Can you imagine? That's awesome. Let's see, that's high beam. Dude, low beam works too. Dude, that is super awesome. Wow, I'm excited. Let's see if it turns off. Wow. Just wow. I'm enjoying this 200S so far, even though I didn't get to sit down on this thing and ride, but you know, that's progress, I guess. So, let's see what else we can do before I wrap up this video. So, gotta wait. It's the weekend. I gotta wait to take those tires to a shop. What else I could do is I could change the oil again. Yeah, so let's do that. So we got the oil changed and this thing is ready to rip. So we'll go ahead and kick this thing over, grab my drill, and let's see. Oh yeah. Works good. The carburetor's not leaking. The petcock's not leaking, so when it's off you unplug and then the fuel's not leaking out of there, so I didn't have to rebuild that thing. Petcock is pretty good. Reserve and on works perfectly. So the gas tank is nice and the carburetor is not leaking fuel. Everything looks good. So that's really exciting news as well, since we took it all apart and we've seen how dirty it was. And everything else looks good. So we need to get this pull start fixed up so that way we can pull start it instead of using that drill. That drill is about to hit the grave. Yeah, time to upgrade some better stuff. Anyways, I'm super pumped and I hope you're pumped just as me. Look at that blaster. If anybody can remember one of those old videos. So guys, as you've seen me sandblasting, this is from the 3-wheeler. Goes inside the rim and the nuts go on the outside right here. So we got it from this to this. So I bought me a Harbor Freight sandblaster and I tweaked it and basically I made my own metering valve. So basically it feeds it by itself and I drill a hole. I'm still using the old gun, which sucks, but it does do the job. So to make it work, I had to eliminate as much as possible fittings and stuff like that. So the sand I'm running is from Harbor Freight, and it's the 70 grit, 25 pounds. And I probably got 3/4 of this material in here. So it's doing a pretty good job. I'm actually surprised. So I'm roughly running, I guess, around 60 psi on my gauge here. So I've got a vacuum cleaner shoved in there. Turn it on. Got my light bar and the Harbor Freight light bar. This light bar is just sitting on top for now because I didn't get anything mounted inside. And I opened this as an intake, and this one's doing the sucking. All right, so yeah, it's coming along slowly, trying to figure out this sandblasting cabinet. Planning to upgrade with a foot pedal. Yeah, and getting a new gun. I was thinking about hitting up Eastwood. They also have a Tacoma model, which YouTubers claim that it works really good, but it's like pretty expensive, I would say. But I'm actually running this little compressor. I don't even know how many. That's 29 gallons, 2 horsepower, 150 psi max. So I'm running some dangerous stuff on here. I tweaked it up. So I'm running, get this junk off here. So I'm running about 170 psi, as you can tell. And I changed the kick on, so it kicks on a lot earlier, starts pumping. It doesn't wait till like 100 psi to kick on. So it kicks on around 130, 135, and yeah, it starts pumping. Which just sucks. It does drop pretty low, and I'll have to stop and wait till it pumps up some more air. But overall, I mean, it's manageable. I got one rim in there that I just about through. You know, I got these metal pieces that go inside the rims. So I got 3 rims. So each ring goes inside each side of the rim. Yep. So this is a pretty nice comparison right here. It does get the rust off pretty good, gives a nice finish. Doesn't really damage the material. But I'll give a little more in-depth on my cabinet and everything that I do on it. All the upgrades. I do need to upgrade all my air, my intake, airs, lines, feeds. I gotta redo all my feed lines and give it a much thicker input because it just needs more air, more psi right here. So I can't even put a reducer on here because it's just running out of air. I have quarter fittings everywhere, so it sucks. Need to upgrade to like 1/2 inch at least. That'd be ideal. And definitely upgrade this compressor. Wish I could get an 80 gallon, but it is what it is for now. Yep, I hope you guys like it. Alrighty guys, so once we got the wheels and everything all fixed up, sandblasted and stuff, also another thing we have issues are the cables. So we already have the throttle cable that I bought. That works perfect. So we have the brakes that are still having the issues. The cable's not working. same as this one, and same as the foot brake. It's not going back. So we have one Motion Pro cable that goes on the right side, on the left side, and we still need 2 more cables. And then also I ordered some pieces for the rear brake return, which is the spring and the nut and basically a washer. And also right here, this is the piece that's missing. This has been rigged up with something else. This goes on the rear, so that's gonna be replaced with the parts I bought. So that's pretty much a wrap for this video, and hopefully the rest of the cables come in, and once they do, we'll fix that up in a future video. Alrighty guys.